Let's begin by settling in. Allow this to be a pause, a space where you can tune into your own inner frequency. Consider these words a soft focus, not a fixed map. You hold the pen to your own story. My aim is only to help turn down the volume of the everyday, so the signals from your own spirit can come through more clearly. You haven't stumbled here by chance. You were drawn here because a part of you is seeking alignment, a need for assurance that the whispers of your heart are pointing you true. There's a supportive atmosphere around you now, a quiet strengthening. The fundamental guidance for you at this moment is about centering, not pursuing. You are being reminded to anchor into your own inherent dignity. That persistent second-guessing of your gut feelings? That can end today. Your intuition is your internal compass. It's time to start following its direction. When a connection refuses to fade from your awareness, it often signals an unfinished conversation at a soul level. A profound maturation is taking place within this bond, moving it toward a new phase of honesty. What was once held back by circumstance or fear is now approaching a breakthrough. Picture a deep current finally reaching the chariot cannot be reversed. For them, this often arrives as a quiet revolution within, a decisive turn away from half-hearted living toward emotional integrity. What has been simmering in silence is now ready to be acknowledged. This goes beyond simple longing. It is a recognition of where they feel most authentically themselves, most truly seen. The dynamic now is evolving from internal reflection toward tangible expression. It is asking for reality, for the courage to bring a beautiful potential into the plain light of day. This is about building a shared world from the ground up, finding depth in simple presence, and creating a sanctuary in one another's company. The message is not of urgency, but of readiness. A silent threshold is being crossed. Your greatest leverage in this situation is your own wholeness and peace. By cultivating an unshakable sense of your own completeness, you create a magnetic and open space. The currents are moving. Your task is to stand firm in your truth, listen closely, and welcome the unfolding with a brave and open heart. They've made every effort to move on. They've filled their time, used logic as a shield, and downplayed their own feelings as a means of self-protection. Yet, the truth persists steady and recurring, like a tide that cannot be commanded. Now, a pivotal realization is dawning for them, one that alters their entire perspective. They are coming to understand that no other person occupies the unique place you hold. No one else brings the same profound calm to their spirit. The specific quality of your energy acts as a balm, quieting the internal chatter that nothing else can soothe. I sense the delicate hope you carry, tempered by an instinctive caution. This protective instinct is not a flaw, it is the mark of someone who has learned, who honors their own well-being. Divine guidance does not require you to surrender to blind optimism. It encourages a courageous balance, maintaining an open, receptive spirit while standing firm in the wisdom of your own limits. The purpose of this unfolding is not to dismantle you, but to illuminate. It is about bringing hidden realities into plain sight, allowing you to exchange uncertainty for understanding. Your connection has matured beyond the sustenance of memories and subtle hints. The weight of absence is no longer poetic. It has become a tangible emptiness, a constant reminder of what is not present. The guidance I receive indicates a significant shift. They are transitioning from passive feeling into active resolve. The sentiment is changing from a wistful "I miss you" to a determined "I must act," from someday to before long. A core decision has been made within them, and such choices have a way of setting unseen forces into motion, aligning circumstances in mysterious but meaningful ways. What compels them runs deeper than attraction or fleeting emotion. It is a soul-level recognition. Your very essence provides a sanctuary they have found nowhere else, a space where they can simply exist and breathe freely. You possess a quiet power that influences the environment around you. Your nature offers a rare form of peace that does not need to be asked for and a warmth that feels entirely given. This profound impact has not gone unnoticed by their soul, even if their actions have yet to fully reflect it. The notion of a future without you is becoming an unbearable thought. Their desire is evolving from a private, internal experience to a need for tangible expression. They no longer wish for love to be a silent, hidden treasure. They yearn to transform it into something visible, something shared in the ordinary moments of daily life. They dream of shared routines over distant daydreams, of waking to your reality rather than falling asleep to a wish. I can feel the quiet question forming within you: what should I do now? The guidance that comes through is both simple and profound. You have no need to push, plead, or prove a single thing. Your role is different, more simple, yet profoundly powerful. Your only task is to remain steadfast in your authenticity. Continue to nurture your spirit, honor your worth, and protect your peace. It is the very quality of your being, your genuine light, that has called them back to clarity. If this connection is destined to move forward, it will be through their conscious choice, shown in consistent actions that finally align with their words. What you're experiencing is not fantasy, it is alignment. The spiritual and the tangible are converging, not with dramatic magic, but with a quiet, steady lifting of a veil. You'll sense this in the details: conversations gaining honesty, energy feeling more direct, old obstacles softening. Doors that seemed locked may ease open. Distances that felt vast may gently shorten. This doesn't mean a perfect lift, it means the inner conflict within the connection is finally resting. Love is ceasing to fight itself. Remember this: you are not auditioning for your worth. You are already worthy. You are not meant to wait in anguish. You are being prepared. This is about getting ready for a chapter where you no longer carry the weight alone, where you don't have to be the strong one every moment, where almost transforms into here. There is a moment ahead where eyes will meet and words won't be needed. A look will convey, "I am here." An energy will whisper, "I am staying." A silent knowing will say, "It was always you." And when it comes, it won't feel like turmoil, it will feel like a long, deep breath. Like a quiet homecoming. Like peace after a very long inner journey. So if your intuition has been stirring, if signs seem to speak louder, you are not imagining it. Trust that gentle nudge within. This is a mirror for your spirit, not a script. Take what feels true. Your soul already knows the core truth: real love does not remain a secret. It grows. It finds its courage. And when it becomes brave, it stops living only as a feeling and begins living as a choice. Stay open, but stay rooted. Keep your heart kind, and your boundaries clear. Your clarity is your greatest guide. Nurture your hope, but stay rooted in your reality. If this love is truly meant for you, you will not need to force your way in. The way forward will become clear, and the one who holds genuine love for you will step forward in a way that you can feel, not just in a way you must imagine. Take comfort in this clarity. What is becoming undeniably clear now is that the time for hesitation is over. There is no more room for doubt to keep love suspended in a state of waiting. A profound shift has occurred within them. They have reached a limit, not of pain, but of awareness. Not of fear, but of honesty. A sacred urgency is now awake within their spirit. It does not shout, it is a quiet, steady pulse that refuses to be ignored. Like a heartbeat, it calls your name. Day and night, Their thoughts keep returning to you, asking one persistent question: why keep delaying what my soul already knows? The distance, the silent seat, was not punishment or failure. It was preparation. That time taught them to see the difference between a passing distraction and a true connection. It showed them what feels empty and what makes them feel truly alive. That season of learning has ended. This is now a season for living. The message is clear: enough reflection. It is time to move. You have been written into their heart far deeper than they ever intended. You are not a passing thought. You are the promise that kept returning, no matter how they tried to move on. Inside them, something has finally settled. They have crossed a quiet inner threshold where the heart stops arguing, where longing becomes stronger than logic, and where fear begins to lose its power. This sincere shift is met with support from the universe. Paths that felt blocked are now opening. Confusion is thinning. Resistance is softening. Life is quietly rearranging itself. Please understand, nothing you have endured has been wasted. Every moment of uncertainty has been shaping you both for what comes next. I feel the birth of a new beginning for this connection, one built on a foundation of clarity and choice. Your part is to continue standing in your truth, with an open heart and steady spirit, ready to receive what has finally grown brave enough to arrive. Yes, this is no longer a story of longing, it is the start of a shared reality. The chapter of almost is ending, and the chapter of now is being written. This shift is no longer an internal debate within them. It is an undeniable pull that has woven itself into their daily life. Simple pleasures feel hollow, and even their joy is dimmed without you to share it with. They are coming to a powerful realization: you are more than a person. They love you, are the sanctuary for their spirit and the only harbor where their heart finds true peace. Once this truth is accepted by the soul, a life lived apart begins to feel spiritually impossible. Their yearning has matured into a quiet demand for presence. They crave the tangible proof of shared existence, the weight of a hand, the rhythm of daily life together, the quiet certainty of waking up to your reality. They are done with the rehearsal, they are ready for the performance. What you share defies outside opinion. This connection operates on a frequency only the two of you can fully sense, a silent, constant pull that has persisted through time and distance. That force is now moving from the unseen realm into the visible world, preparing to take a real and lasting form. The path forward is illuminating for them, not in a blinding flash, but with a steady, guiding light. Challenges may arise, but they will not deter. A newfound courage, born of this clarity, is outpacing their old hesitation. The question is no longer if they should choose you. The only question left is how to finally reach you, and they are now finding their answer. This is the moment where intention turns into motion. The inner debate has ended, and a quiet resolve is taking its place. Their path is now guided by a question of method, not motive. A fundamental choice has been anchored within them, and the external world is beginning to reflect that inner certainty. There is a deliberate harmony to this process. It will advance with a natural rhythm, unhurried and authentic. When the moment arrives, it will bring with it a sense of arrival, not astonishment, a deep familiarity, as if you are remembering a future you always knew. The period of stillness served a vital purpose. It was the necessary soil where patience took root in you, where longing clarified its object in them, and where mutual faith was tempered. Now, a subtle recalibration is underway, gently moving obstacles aside and drawing aligned paths closer. Notice the quiet validations, a shift in tone, a consistency that replaces uncertainty, a simplicity that cuts through old complexity. Change often whispers to the spirit long before it appears to the eyes. What you sense is real, an unmistakable opening, a passage being made clear. Decisions are being made that will soon translate into visible steps. This has matured from a passive emotion into an active commitment. They have come to a pivotal understanding. Love is not a sentiment to be pondered, but a shared life to be built. That building is now commencing.